2 could be pretty crazy as they go for the red bus freak.
Right now, they're looking at blue is the thing. They are waiting right there. The problem is TSM has avoided themselves. It looks like TSM's doing a lane swap, so they're sending AD support top.
They are going to be doing the lane swap, and they're also keeping them here to, looks like, give a little bit of trouble towards the blue buff as they try to go in for it. We have seen Hotshot and Chaucer return to the jungle so they can start that.
Link just W'd that golem right across the wall. They used the Explorer 60-second duration ward, and look at that. There's no way they can jack this golem. That's a beautiful steal. Chaos is so close to dead right now.
He's not going to be able to fight in this. They're timing it perfectly. A nice hit on the Q. Forces Reginald to flash over.
Just completely crushing that poor Ezreal in lane. And the thing is, Lulu does not have many tools to stop you from dying.
Oh, there it is. They're going for it. The exhaust goes down on Explosive. The Dazzle was there, and the final hits will be for Doublelift. First blood for CLG. Vantage now being pushed back in that top lane. Gotta say 50 to 67 in minion score. So Kaox not that far behind, being pushed to his turret the whole time, but they're baiting this one out perfectly here. It's going to be Odd1 in there, and he's going to go right onto them. Pushes them back with the ultimate of Jhin. And it looks like they're not really going to be able to fight this one too strong. It's just way too much coming from CLG here. Everybody forced to use their summoners on Team Solo mid side. Now the teleports come in as well, a little late from CLG Link. But just a back and forth overall. Nobody can really find any ground to fight from Team Solo mid there.
That was a really, really nice battle overall. The teleports coming through, really putting on a great amount of effort. And I believe Hotshot canceled the Elise teleport with his ultimate. I think it was baited out, but we have Unstoppable Force on cooldown. We saw the teleport come out from Dyrus and then didn't actually show up, but we actually did see Link.
Yep, those cooldowns are pretty close to being. Solo mid gets into the fight phase. They have a lot of that champions that you think you're going to kill or have. Hotshot getting caught here, all forced to use his ultimate to get out of that one. Here comes Reginald from the Q. He will flash, but he forces the flash as well. Hotshot is slowed, and he's going to go for a teleport without having anything to pop him up. Almost from Odd1.
He dies to the ignite.
Wow. To scale, but it's been made hard by counter logic so far. It looks like Dyrus the only one to win his lane, about 70 CS up. But we look at the other lanes. We look at Reginald versus Link, our matchup of the day, 184 to 217 as the Odd1 tries to put himself into the middle of the fight. They found Doublelift, he's in the den. Chaucer will help him, and they get dove on. Dyrus is in there. Looks like Doublelift will eventually go down here as they focus him down. Reginald is right there to take it out, and it is going to be back and forth. Hotshot picks himself up a kill, but Aphromoo falls as well, and TSM is coming out on top of this one. They're still stuck in the pit, but that's not a good spot. Xpecial forced to flash. CLG tries to turn this one on TSM's head now, but Odd1 doing what he can to stay alive for the last few melee hits. It's going to be up to Dyrus to get himself out alive as they just kept going through the I think I can mentality and stayed in a bit too long.
Wow, beautiful play by CLG. Fight.
Hotshot still pushing that bottom lane. He has teleport to come in. They go on Aphromoo. He's taking quite a bit of damage. They focus down onto the support. He's just going to sustain back up. CLG doing a very good play of mind games right here. They jump onto Chaucer, but they go for Doublelift on the execute there with Elise. Dyrus is forced to back out at half health now. Reginald trying to go from the side, but Hotshot sees him in the fog of war. They may be able to take him down as the intervention goes on. Swap back into the fight. Great job by Doublelift, and they are going to clean this one up. Chaucer over the wall. Now the focus onto Kaox as he puts off the cleanse. They are forced back now, and Aphromoo lives with a sliver of health.
And that is a difficult thing right there. You put all your damage onto the support, and he didn't go down, which means all the damage dealers here, the guys who need to actually be in range to fight, they're perfectly fine, and the push is on. This is a very good place for CLG. They've got a full 5-on-4.
Dyrus going aggressive, the ult from Xin. Odd1 trying to keep himself in there, and Tanky, a great ult from Xpecial, but it's not going to be enough. They just have too much consistent damage, and the lengthy fights are starting to go in favor of counter logic.
And that is amazing right there.
As we said before, Dyrus trying to put out some damage there again onto the Odd1. Chaucer really just doing free damage here, initiating on whoever and dodging out most of the damage. They've wasted True Shot Barrage just from Elise and Q and Safeguard.
And CLG was really playing in the fog of war there. There's not really much vision for TSM to see them. But they're going to go in. There's Chaucer in the front.
Chaucer going in. We can hear the guys yelling from the back. Doublelift is just screaming it out. Who is going to be taking the most damage? The focus is going on to somebody right now. It looks like the Odd1 still taking it. The Odd1 trying to go into Doublelift here. Doublelift is very low. Dyrus trying to execute. They finally are able to take him out, but they have no abilities left in this fight, and you can see them trying to flash, get chased away. Great job there by Kaox, getting a kill for himself, flashing for Chaucer though. 2 for 1 in that exchange.
do not have much. They had used True Shot Barrage to spot it, but they don't see much else. CLG is going to force the teleport. Let's see what they do off of this. TSM's going to have to stop them.
I don't like this for CLG Freak. They've almost forced themselves into this Baron because of losing that turret. They want something to come off this, so now they're in the anti-position. There's the unstoppable force. Elise repelling out, and they're going to dive way too far in, but the Odd One's there to help. The Crescent Sweep to clear the team back. Will they be able to do enough damage? A beautiful intervention as Reginald just gets in range. Hotshot trying to peel them out. It looks like Kaox picks himself a kill up on the right side if he'll be able to, but no, Hotshot flashes out of the fight, and a double kill for Double Lift.
That was beautiful by him. He actually sat there by the wall the entire fight, so that when all the jumps were down, he flashed the wall, got in Fog of War, and played artillery.
Oh, Special getting caught out by the Dazzle, and a complete obliteration coming from Counter Logic there.
And there we go. This is their time to shine. They've got 20 seconds until the first respawn. They're in a 5-on-1. Aphromoo, no mana, but he'll get some back from his passive. He'll be able to heal. They've got that armor aura now as well. They could look for the Nexus. They could also turn back for Baron, and I'm expecting Baron.
This is a very strong play right here. I like the fact that Counter Logic jumped off the Baron and just went for the counter engage. Steps into the fight just to put that intervention down onto them in the fight. He had to kind of push himself out. So TSM now.
Yeah, TSM are looking for Baron, and now CLG has to stop them. They were the stronger team last fight, but Baron is getting so low right now. They're
doing a lot of damage to it right now. Chowster's just on the outside. Nobody's even really going to stop him to come in here. The Dazzle goes down. Baron will be stopped as it regains health, and they look for the reinitiation on the fight. Unstoppable Force hits 4. Reginald makes it out, but he flashes into the fight to throw down intervention on himself way too early into the fight, but they may have enough damage here with the amount of people just piled on. No, it's going to be CLG. They're just turning this around in an obliteration fight in front of the Baron as all 5 make it out clean and head for the base.
And there was a huge burst damage, and I gotta hand that one to Syndra. A great multi-target stun, an amazing ultimate to just help burst down the initial targets, and that's gonna be the surrender vote. CLG 1-0 in the LCS, the very first victory of the day, first victory of the season, and there they are on your screen.